Alright everyone, welcome to What This Song Teaches You. This is my series where I listen to a song that I've never listened to before and then try and figure out and teach you the guitar parts. So today I've had a request. I've had lots of requests actually. It's been the last month of requests. So thank you. First come a month ago, Jägermeister1525 said, need to hear you cover Shake the Dust after Switchfoot's new album come out. Then he said again, please do Shake the Dust. And then Restless Saltwater, he said, other notables with fun guitar would be Shake the Dust, Same Blood and Broken Wings. I don't think I've done any of them actually, so I'll come back to them. Randomly Me, AA, awesome video, you should do Shake the Dust by Switchfoot next. Management Creos, I think that isn't right. Management Creos, sorry for saying that wrong. Please do Shake the Dust. ND Joker 34. Where does it say Shake the Dust? Can't wait for you to do tutorials for Shake the Dust and Butterfly Effect. The guitar, I will do that as well at some point. Zar TV, I loved watching you hear the tracks for the first time. Found you with Wake Up Mr. Crow for the first time. Would love to see your reaction / workout to Shake the Dust from the same album. So thanks everyone. Really appreciate all the requests and comments. Really great. Thanks for everyone for liking and subscribing and stuff. It's been brilliant actually. And Switchfoot are one of those bands that I've discovered from doing this. I'd never have probably come across them. So this has been really great. So keep suggesting songs and tell me other bands I should listen to. I really appreciate it. So we're doing it. Shake the Dust by Switchfoot. Let's see if we can figure it out. Please like and subscribe. And I'll also tab this song out. And I've tabbed out all the songs that I do on this channel. So if you go to the Patreon page, you can grab the tab for this song and all the other songs on here. Okay. Let's get into it. We're doing it. So this is Shake the Dust by Switchfoot. Let's see if we can figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, oh, this one's good. Good riff. So, he's up here somewhere on the A string. I think I got it. Yeah. So, right. So, just quickly for the video, this is your 6th string. This is your 1st string. So yeah, that'll help with the video. So go to your 5th string, the A string, and we're gonna go. Let me just listen one more time. Check it out. Right. Yeah, I got it. So you're gonna do 2 open 5th strings. Try and alternate pick this if you can, because it's quite consistent. I just keep my hand like really close to this bridge and just You want it all from your wrist and try and like keep your wrist moving the whole time. So you're gonna go open, open, and then with your 3rd finger, play the 12th fret on the same string. It's all on the 5th string. Open, open, 12, then open. Open, open, 12, open. Then use your 1st finger, 10, and then 12 again. 10 and then 12, use your 1st and 3rd. So open, open, 12, open, 10, 12. I've lost it, I've forgotten it. Yeah, same thing twice. Just doing that again. Open, open, 12, open, 10, 12, open, open, 12, open, 10, 12. Then 2 more opens. And then I'd probably just use my 3rd finger. Go up to the 13th fret. Play that and then go to the 12th fret, use your 2nd finger. Something like that. You could use your little finger as well. Use your little and 3rd. Could do that. Whatever feels good. That's your first bit of the riff. Let's see if he changes it. check he's not in a drop tuning. Oh, it's D. I think we're in drop D. He's always in drop D. These guys. Let's tune to drop D before we learn the riff wrong. So what you got to do is tune your 6th string, another drop D. It's great because you can keep it in drop D and play like loads of Switchfoot songs. You don't have to keep changing. So tune down just the 1 string, 6th string down to a D. You want this now? If you haven't got a tuner, tune it to that. Okay, I'll show you the rest of the riff. So it'd be... Okay, so it's pretty much the same. Just got a little riff at the end, so open, open 12, open 10, 12, open, open 12, open 10, 12. Do that. Then we've basically just got a little lick at the end. Go up to the 6th string, 1st finger, 10, 12 on the 6th string, use 2 fingers, and then jump, bit of a string skip, back to 10 on the 4th string. So yeah, you got to jump a string. So 10, 12, 10, so 10, 12, 10. So the first riff was this. With the 13, 12 at the end. Second riff is with that at the end. Nice. Bit of distortion. That'll be fun. Let's do it. Let me just check the last one. There's the last one. So the 3rd time around you do the 1st one again. That one. And then there's a final one. I think it was that. Yeah, there's a final one. So the final one, do that twice like we've been doing this whole time. And then you're going to go 10, 12 on the 6th string. Then get your little finger involved. 13 on the 5th string. And then 12, use your 3rd finger on the same string, the 5th string. So 10, 12, 13, 12. If you haven't done much with your little finger, these little exercises are great. What you might find when you play it, your little finger's like miles away from the 13 when you do it. So have a quick look, play it a few times, get used to it, and then have a look how far away your little finger is when you're not using it. What tends to happen especially if you haven't ever thought about it before, your little finger's out here somewhere, and then it has all that distance to travel. So, and what you want to practice is trying to keep it as close as possible to the fretboard. Look at my finger; it still moves, but it doesn't go as far, so it's a bit easier to play it a bit faster. So yeah, good technique. So the first one was this. 13, 12, second one. With this little 10 at the end. Third one. Same as the first one. And then the final one, 4th one. That new one, 10, 12, 13, 12. Let's do it. Nice. So good. I don't know how I'll remember that. I'll just write riff. Hopefully I'll remember it. Okay, let's see what happens next. yeah, it's quite confusing, these sort of bits, because you've basically got a bass line that's changing. We could loop that. 3, 4. If I could do it. So I'll show you the notes first. It's 7, 3, and then open. He's doing this room. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. If you can get that. Something like that. 2, 3, 4. Quad rhythm. But then the guitar part's actually going. He's doing like the same note, same part over all of it, and yeah, you get a bit confused what's going on sometimes when you hear that sort of thing. Yeah, but it's 2 parts, I think. So I'll show you the bass line first, if I can. So yeah, the first time of the bass line was 7, 3, open. Second time around, 7, 3, and then it went up to 8, I think. 7, 3, and then 8, all on the same string. Yeah. Second time. Let's just do that one time. So 7, 3, open, and then 7, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really cool. Great things to solo over. That's just in the key of D minor. It's just D. When I say D, I mean A. I got really confused there because it was drop D. It's D. It's actually A minor. So if you know your A minor pentatonic, obviously we're in drop D, so you'd have to do like miss the 6th string maybe. But yeah, you can play on the 6th string if you know where the notes are. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's not get distracted. I think he's just going. It's just that 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 7. It's like one cheeky 8. So put your first finger on 7 on the 6th string, and then just get your second finger ready to play 8. You need that, and then it works. It just repeats that over all these chords. Sounds a bit kind of wrong in some places, but it's cool. Let's jam that part over this. this one. This one's really cool. So the lead guitar part on this bit is like it's quite hard actually. He's doing some fast picking. Not the easiest thing to do. How I manage to play fast consistently is I just like, I tell people this sometimes and they don't really embrace it enough. But all you have to do is just bend your wrist a little bit. So you just, instead of it being straight, so this is how you maybe pick at the moment. It's a bit like this, which you can get quite fast with that. But if you just slightly bend your wrist, it feels a bit more like you're strumming. You just have to totally bend your wrist here, and it feels more like you're strumming with your guitar. It feels a bit more relaxed, and I find you can go like double the speed. It's amazing how fast you can go compared to this, which is like really static and really feels like a bit stick. Can't think of the right word. Bit stuck, bit stiff is the word. Whereas when you just bend it slightly, it feels more relaxed. Feels like it can go twice the speed, especially with my, with my hand. It feels like that. Everyone's hands are different, I think is what I was trying to say. So you might find that doesn't work for you, but yeah, if it does, give it a go, see if it helps. I think, so the part is going from 7 to 5 to 3, back to 5, all on the A string, and he's doing like, it's like a couple of bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and it's playing 4 times per beat. It's quick, have a quick listen to it. Get ready for it, here we go. Kind of ends it a bit early. Yeah. Ends it kind of a bit short. But yeah, that was just the same thing over and over. 7, 5, 3, 5. With crazy picking. Do it twice. Three, 4. That's what we're looking for. I'll show you the bass line there because that might be fun to play as well. It's 7 open, 3 open. So it's that rhythm from earlier. Open. 3. Open. So the first one, what was the first one? The 7, 3 open. Nice, yeah, so the verse was 7, 3, open, and then 7, 3, 8. Did that one. That. And then the chorus is that a chorus? I don't know if that is a chorus actually. Yeah, sounds like maybe it's chorus. Chorus is 7. Open. 3. Open. Sorry, open. Yeah, so let's jam the chorus, the 7 open, 3 open. That was good. Little post-chorus. Oh. Nice. It's becoming like a bit of a bass lesson. It's a good bass line there. Yeah, I'll show you the chords for this little post-chorus bit first. It was a bit of a guitar part. Yeah, it's 7 open 3. Got a bit of more of a groove to it. And kind of, you don't have to stop the sound as much. Need that rhythm. Da, da, da. Same rhythm as before, but you just don't ever let go. And then I think the second time's different. Yeah, second time round's cool. 7 open 3 and then 8. So you could, I was just thinking you could do, if you wanted to do like a chord version of this, you could just bar 3 strings and play like power chords. Just play like the 6th, 5th and 4th strings. That'd sound pretty cool. So the second time round, 7 open 3. And then you have to very quickly go to 8. So this ends up being on an up, down, down, up, down. So I'll show you the rhythm on that. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Then open. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. We need that on 3 to 8. So the whole of the post-chorus goes. That very cool, actually. There's another guitar part. That's just obviously the bass part, sort of chord part. But there's like a guitar part doing something weird. We're in it. Let's see. I think it's going. It's on the 7th. You want to put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string. And it's doing some sort of crazy bend. You want to get this rhythm again. Get that rhythm, and then I'll show you where the bend is. Just right at the end it goes just normal the first time, then it stays without bending for a second for the first few, then it's just a half bend. You need this note. Actually feels like you have to bend quite far. When you bend you can just drag it down, be easier. And then you need the rest of the rhythm. So you need that. Weird, that is. Some weird guitar parts. Like it though, it works well with the part. Let's do it. Nice, works well. Works really cool. Very good. Yeah, do that twice. Crazy bend. I think we're back to a verse. That was that bit we did with 7 and 8. They're not doing the guitar part. This is just the bass. This is just the bass. So 7-3 open, 7-3 8. Let's see if it's the same. Yeah. Yeah, that was the same. Back to a chorus. Nice, yeah, he's ditched this bit now. The fast picking, there's some high octave bit. So, we're up here on the 16th fret of the 5th string. So this is the chorus bit we're learning now. So chorus, lead guitar part. So 16th fret on the 5th string. And then this is an octave, you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 18th fret of the 3rd string. And you want to get it so you only hear these 2 notes. And your 1st finger basically flattens and mutes all the other strings. Then you can hit all the strings and only hear these 2 notes. So you want to, yeah, make sure this 1st finger's flat and touching everything, and then you can just test it. This note should work. This one shouldn't. This one should. And those 2 down there shouldn't. So yeah, make sure it's working properly, and then we're just going to move this around. So it's 16 and 18. Go up 1 fret, 17 and 19. Then go back to 15 and 17, back 2 frets. And then back 1 fret, 14 and 16. So it's, you're going to just strum down at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and go up 1 fret. That'll probably be a bit nicer to play than that fast, crazy bit from earlier. I'm glad they've ditched that. Do that twice. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, go. Quite a nice accent in it, actually. Sorry to cut you off. 1 and 2. Every 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The 2 and the 4. Try and hit harder. That was cool, actually. I like how they're creating the parts in this one. This is different to some of the other ones we've done. This is that weird bend again. Finally, the riff has returned. Let's do it. Oh, they're doing the first one and the 4th one. That one and then that one with the 10, 12, 13, 12. They might just loop that. Let's see what if they loop it. Let's go back. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, they flipped it. We flipped it. Did the first one again. That one. And then the fourth time round. 10, 12 on the 6th string. And then first finger goes to 10. 10 on the 4th string like we did before. This time give it a little bend. Very bluesy. You just like with that first finger, you just drag it down. So, very bluesy. Yeah, listen to Eric Clapton, he loves it, or B.B. King. So that, very cool. Let's jam it again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Couldn't get out of that. I think they just kept repeating the same riff then. And there was a guitar solo, I think. Yeah, so while this little guitar bit's happening, he just repeats the first two. Do that twice. Very cool. There's some sort of guitar solo. Sounds a bit like it's been reversed to me. It's really cool, actually. Yeah, whenever you hear stuff like that, I think what they're doing is they've recorded a solo and then they've reversed it. They've rewinded. You can get a pedal that does it. It's rewinded. They've like put everything in backwards, which is hard to do. But we might be able to figure out. It did sound like you could hear the riff. Is it that note? Yeah. I've never learnt a reversed solo before. This is the first time. He's sliding back from... I guess he's sliding forward, but he reversed it. Slide back... Sorry, that's confusing. Ignore that. Slide back from 18 to 16 on the 2nd string. Maybe do it 3 times. 2nd string. Cool little riff. Yeah. Next lick, 12 on the second, use your 2nd finger, 12 on the 5th string. Pick that once. Then you go down to the 4th string and play 11, 12, 11. Do a little pull off. Pick the 11, pick the 12. Then do a pull off back to the 11. That's your first little bit. I think then you need 11, 12 on the 3rd string, and then 14 on the 3rd string as well. Maybe slide out of it, so something like that. Let's have a listen. I think slide out of it. Slide out of it. Yeah, that sounded right. Go back and do the slides again. Maybe slide into it this time. So far we got. And then. Bit weird. Yeah, there's one more. So weird because it doesn't sound like a guitar. Slide back from 17 on the 5th string, back to 16, use your 3rd finger. I think then go back to 17. Sure it's that. Yeah. So you go back from 17 to 16 on the 5th string, then go back to 17, pick it, then go to the next string, the 4th string, play 14. Then I think it was 16 on the same string. Use your 3rd finger. Oh no, sorry. See ya. Get up to the 14. Then just move your 1st finger up to 16. So it is 16, but move your 1st finger. We need a little hammer-on pull-off between 16 and 17. 16, 17, 16. So you pick the 16, hammer on to 17, and then do a pull-off. Little trill. And then there's one more bit. Go back to 12 on the 3rd string with your 3rd finger and pick it, then bend. It's like a pick, then like a delayed bend. That. So that. You could actually just do it up here. Let's do it here. Instead of bending 12 on the 3rd string, bend 17 on the 4th string. That. So. That. Weird. Let's go back. It's the weirdest solo I've ever heard. I think it's reversed. Very cool. Really worked. I love all these guitar parts have been quite weird, but they've really like complemented. Sometimes the guitar part you come up with actually is a bit weird, but it really complements the song. So this is a good lesson in like coming up with like creative guitar parts. They ain't just like doing the same chords and like. Sometimes it can be a bit weird, so the song kind of sounds a bit better. You got to come up with stuff that really suits the song instead of just coming up with like the same ideas or doing the same thing all the time. This has been a good lesson. So it's something like, so you do the slide and then do that one and then the weird one. I'll tab that out, it's too weird. We'll keep going. We can jump it one time. Let's jump it one time. So yeah. That's your second lick. Very cool. Nice. Then that one at the end. So good. With the you just have to add in the slides in between. Very good. Okay, we're out of that. Do that here and do a little bend. So put your 2nd finger on 7 on the 6th string. We got a bit of, you want to stop, you got to stop the sound every time now. I think you need to do that. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-bum. Get that rhythm, all on 7. So after every time you hit it, you've got to like touch it with your pick so it doesn't sustain, or let go of your left hand. We want like loads of stabs. Get up to there. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Get that. Then you got to do 2 more 7s. Do 2 more 7s. And then you pick it and bend it really quick. It's like a mad bend up and down. Da-da-dum. Then pick it one more time on 7. Kind of weird. Weird guitar parts, but very cool. It could end up being quite difficult, these sort of things, quite technical. Let's do it. Oh yeah, little stab. Do that for loads of times. 1 more 7, slide out of it. Oh, nice, cool drum beat. Back to the chorus, doing this a high octave one. Back to the riff. That was just the same thing twice. That one with a 10, 12, 13, 12. Do that twice, and then let's see what happens now. Then it did this one, and then let me just check actually. Yeah, do the one with the bend. That was then that. Yeah, that was like the 6th time round. Go back to that one. Oh, yeah, just did the same riff over and over. Yeah, so after we've done that, we got up to like the 6th time round. You just go. Do the same thing 4 times. Open, open, 10, 12, open, open, 12, open, 10, 12, times 4. Then that was it. So if I remember rightly, you did 2 of these. Do that twice. Then do 1 of the first one. Then the bend. Oh god, then this. That. Let's jump it. 2, 3, 4. So good. I'm not going to do a play through that one, there's too many weird parts. But I'll tab this out and you should just play whichever part feels good. You could just do the, ditch the fast picking one and do some power chords, do more of a bass line for some of the parts, and then bring the riff in. But the riff was really good, really like the riff. But yeah, that was actually a really good lesson on like coming up with kind of guitar parts that suit the song. Obviously they always do that, but yeah, you'd imagine like they could have just done like some chords for that, for some of those parts. and just followed the chord progression. But actually, sometimes it sounds better coming up with something kind of cool. And yeah, they could have also followed the melody. See, it does. And then done something different like that followed. They do a lot of this actually, Switchfoot. They do like a drone note, so they could have done something like that, but they didn't. They come up with something more creative. So yeah, just come up with guitar parts that suit the song and that are fun to play. Nice. Yeah, thanks for that suggestion. That was brilliant. So yeah, we've had a week of a couple of Switchfoot songs. Keep suggesting them and tell me other songs to listen to as well, because yeah, there's lots of music to listen to and learn. Thanks for watching, and yeah, please like and subscribe. I'll keep this series going, so keep suggesting songs. Please check out my website. I've got yeah, I'm offering lessons now. And I'm also going to be uploading more courses and things and more tutorial videos on there. Also check out the Patreon. The website's guitarpush.com and the Patreon is linked below. So yeah, go to that. I'm going to go. Goodbye!